Hey everybody, MacDamonster here with another monk build. Kind of nicknaming this the God of Thunder because it really relies heavily on some lightning and some explosions, big explosions. Found it online. I didn't really have to change it too much. Kind of liked it. It can definitely be changeable. Right now we're going to do an MP5 Q run to show it off. And it's very viable with very little DPS. As you can see, only got 100k. That's probably average. Average character has 100k. Really bad weapons, but I got a lot of life steal, a lot of life per hit. It's because of the weapons. These are relatively cheap. Really poor weapon. I could probably double my DPS with a really good set of weapons and some extra different types of gear. Gear's okay. High dex, as you can see. It's helping my armor out, which is also helping sustainability. I've been sacrificing a little bit of resist all for more armor, and it definitely pays off, but this is also from the passive. 50% crit. I don't got the scoundrel on right now. Only 266 critical hit damage. Another reason why my damage is so low. No sockets or anything like that in these pitiful weapons. Everything's pretty standard. It's pretty much the Wave of Light guy without the scorn. No new pieces. So the build works pretty simply. The standard Fist of Thunder with Thunderclap. Some people have been working in Quickening, but I haven't really seen a huge need for Spirit. A couple times where it may have been a problem, but I find the extra damage and chances for whirlwinds to proc off of Thunderclap much more enticing. If you need a dodge, you could go that way. That's a damage over time. It's not really useful. Thunderclaps is definitely the way to go. Quickening is another route if you're having spirit issues. You really shouldn't. Even with casting Sweeping Wind without the Ina 4-piece, I'll be going for that pretty soon because it's a whole different character. Attack speed in this build pays off massively. And I actually have low attack speed, 2.13 for a dual wielder. I mean, that's mostly from my weapons. I don't have a lot of attack speed on rings or anything, you know. So, well, I guess I got a couple pieces with okay. But that's kind of low right there. No Lucanis. Probably won't get Lucanis. No Witching Hour. Might look into the Witching Hour. Gonna get the Inas for the 4-piece. The 4-piece will kind of pay off with that reduced Sweeping Wind by 70 Spirit. Although it's really not huge. And one of our mobile features is Dashing Strike with Quicksilver. Reduces the cost to 10 Spirit. It's almost always available. It also does damage, which is okay. Not too many other Dashing Strikes look appealing. I mean, you can get your movement and speed increased by 25% for 30 seconds. Do a flying kick that can stun. Launch yourself through the air slowly. All enemies path for 60 seconds. 6% for 2 seconds. Blinding speed. Receive 20% increase to dodge for 3 seconds. That's kind of okay, I guess. But really Quicksilver or maybe the flying kick. Because Quicksilver, the way it works right here, is you don't really get to move too far. If there was an enemy here, I could dash all the way over there. I could dash all the way over there if there was an enemy there, but as it stands with no enemy, it only goes this far. When we do the flying kick, it does the same thing, so if you want a stun, you can go with the stun. If you want cheaper costs, you can go with cheaper costs. It only stuns the target too, so really not too other advantage, but we use this for mobility to get away from stuff, to move around. Very, very useful. Even that short little dash can get you out of mallet slams and other things. Usual standard DPS build, Mantra of Conviction with Overawe, Sweeping Wind Cyclone, the other standard Sweeping Wind. Nothing else would really work. It's really based on getting these little lightnings. Every time you crit, you have a chance to spawn a lightning tornado that periodically electrocute nearby enemies for 26% weapon damage as lightning. Each spawn lightning tornado lasts 3 seconds. Why I call it the God of Thunder. That right there, I mean, with a high attack speed and a high critical chance, you're just filling the screen with these little things that are doing damage and stealing life for you. It's awesome. Serenity, Ascension, typical 4 seconds immunity, get me out of trouble. And the typical Exploding Palm, the flesh is weak. When it blows up, it's kind of like a thunderclap, so again, God of Thunder. You gotta be careful with this one though. I can't put it on reflect damage, guys, because if the reflect is up, it will one-shot you. Unless your near-death experience kicks in. Which is what I'm using here when receiving fatal damage. You are restored 35% maximum life and 35% spirit. Happens once a minute. It's pretty nice. Combination strike, even though it's not that good, just gives me 8% damage. And seize the initiative. That's where all the armor is coming from, so I like it. I could probably get rid of that and go into resolve. Probably test that out. Actually, right there, 8% damage for 20% less damage taken. Could pay off at my low DPS at the moment. I'm only at 100k, like I said, so I do resist all, so I don't need one with everything. Guardian Path and dual wielding, who cares about dodging? I don't. I mean, you can do a dodge build if you want, but I'd rather just absorb it and steal the life away. Pacifism could be pretty awesome because you take a lot less damage while stunned. That could really pay off too. So there's a couple other choices. I really don't have any spirit problems, so Exalted Soul and all those don't really pay off. Obviously, if you're doing a single resistance, you'd want to do one with everything. You should have 500-600 resistance at least. And that's pretty much the stats and the skills. I'm going to get my little scoundrels so I can get an extra 3k DPS. Look at that, 105 DPS, woohoo! I don't need to do Sweeping Wind, but so you can see, even without Quicksilver, you're getting the spirit back pretty fast. I was at none. A couple hits, boom, back to full. And this is only MP5, so this stuff is melting. We're going to just get terrorized by these little vortex whirlwings. They're stealing so much health, it's crazy. I got 6% life steal because I got double. You can, with a high DPS, you can easily get away with like one weapon with life steal, 2%, 3% life steal. Like that thing has a ton of hit points, it just melted at 100 DPS. You notice I'm not really exploding palm these or anything. I could to get rid of them. I tend to use that for DPS issues because I want all these tornadoes popping. There's a plague nest, I want to kill it faster, so I'll put it up and it'll kill everything around it. You can start spending it off, but you got a huge amount of guys. Easily pop a exploding palm, blow them all to nothing. But it's so easy with this. I don't worry about the extra button. You can see that the charge does counter the strike, so it'll keep your Sweeping Wind up. But you can also see you don't really need to. I don't need that board piece. I want the board piece because it's a lot of DPS, but don't need it. Say that was a trouble spot, get that out of there. Get out of there. Quicksilver is just a very nice get out of trouble. And near-death experience is pretty awesome for survival, just in case you make a mistake, get caught, get frozen. It'll keep you alive, but you can pop your Serenity there. I wanted to call it Ascension. You can pop Serenity while frozen, so that's pretty handy. So these little tornadoes are just stealing life from everything. It's awesome. Technically it's not the Exploding Palm build, technically it's not the Cyclone build. It's kind of a combination of both. That just turns out to be highly survivable. The extra DPS you get from the Exploding Palm is pretty useful. Higher mobs, like I said, you just want to be careful with putting that on the wrong mob. Not even moving. Boom. Exploding Palm blew them up. That's where I'm using it. I'm using it against elites for more damage. It's just handy. Right now, I'm poor. I will do this in MP10 too. It's very doable MP10 with just 100k damage. It's amazing how doable it is. The thing I don't like is it definitely turn targets too much. Now I'm just going to keep overall up. By the time it's up, I'm back to full spirit. That's just by itself, so... Definitely don't need quickening. You can go with the DPS of Thunderclap and get all those extra little tornadoes. I haven't really come across any difficult packs. Act 4 I came across some difficult ones. Mallet Lords. You know, get double pack groups. Mallet Lords and Angels, those were all tough. One's freezing, the other one's slamming. So with the freeze you can get caught with the slams. Next pack Mallet Lord is never good. So those little legends reaching out, those are what you're looking at. Extra damage. Okay.
Is over.
Well, I guess there isn't another pack. I got both packs. I'll go to the other building and get the stack. Reflects damage. So you definitely do not want to pop this exploding palm on these guys. They'll eat you up alive unless they're all dead. So now they're all dead. I'll just do it on this guy. For extra damage. There's nothing for it to hit. So it can't kill me.
You know, in Kingsport, I am known as quite the charmer.
We are fighting for our very lives, and possibly much more.
Why, yes. That's why we should take what pleasure we can in these dark times.
Don't care about these packs. What's nice is that
The storm breaks.
Thunderclap actually causes knockback. So it interrupts those chargers. I mean, come on, how easy was that? Going for the achievement for picking up 100 million gold.
This fight is over.
Gotta try to charge me from the screen. That's the fastest beast. I put the exploding pond on the beast. That's why the pack died so fast. Trees, we all know how evil these are. As long as there's mobs around, I don't care about them. Look at all those little hurricanes. That's what's doing the damage. That's what's stealing all the life. See all the damage I was taking from that tree bud? Those little hurricanes kept me up.
My strength returns.
So with my usual luck, I'll probably find a warden before I find a pack.
Beneath the endless tide.
It all blew up at once. Put it on a savage beast. Exploding palm was explosive damage based on hit points. And it does put a little icon on the thing that you do exploding palm, so you can tell if it's up or not. This is always the case. Okay, I'm on the tree. They have a ton of hit points too.
Defeated.
That's awesome, don't join with these guys. I also need the achievement 2,000 chests. I don't find enough chests. I think I got 1890 or 1980.
You are defeated.
No, looks like I completely went the wrong way. Sorry, run one.
Aid me.
That poison's pretty sick.
Very angry foliage in these parts.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
So yeah, I completely went the wrong way.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
Need crafting mats. I don't know if you can hear it too. The sound the thunderclap makes is kind of like thunder.
A vicious strike.
And the exploding palm. Even though the guy charged me, see how much life I stole back just because of all those ruins. It's fun blowing things up.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
Nope. Cocky. There's Q1. Go clean. Oh, and a pack of potatoes.
This fight is over.
Blow up the pack. There's the last one. Ah, lucky.
My burden is too great.
Alright, so there it was, God of Thunder. Pretty spiffy. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you